start it? Okay. Good evening. My name is Tanisha Halley, and on behalf of Mid-Maine Regional Adult Community Education Class of 2017, we would like to welcome you to our graduation ceremony this evening. First, I would like to say thanks to Hannah Bard, Shauna, also the teachers that helped me get through going back to school, taking their time to teach me and to get me where I am standing here today. I want to thank for my family for standing by me with support, love, but most of all, I did this for my kids, so they will know you have to have an education to get far in life. I want to also thank my family who are very special and important in my life. My mom for being there for me and helping me to be standing here today, supporting me through everything. Also happy to have a mom I have today. I'm proud to call her my mom. She never gave up on me. Also my poppy for standing by me and making him proud of his granddaughter. Also thanking my sister and my best friend, my cousin, Leola Smith, and my dad, Philip Sangdon. I want to say thanks to someone who is very special, who came in my life, supporting me and loving me, also caring about me. In my life, I have experienced about everything, from my dad with surgery, from diabetes, and his 2 months staying in the hospital from heart issues, my mom off and on fighting with cancer and having my children. But getting my high school diploma was by far one of my best things I could do. Then off to college I go. Thanks again to those that were there for me. I will miss them all here at Mid-Maine Regional Adult Community Education Program. And it has always been the tradition at the adult education graduation to have students speak about their experiences. I would like to begin by introducing Bianca Curtis, class of 2017.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Bianca, and I've been asked to speak to you today a little bit about my journey here in adult ed. So I would just like to start off by saying hi, and I hope you're all having a good night, because I know I am. Many of us who are in adult ed have had to overcome several speed bumps along the way, and I'm no different. I stayed in regular school for as long as I could. I even attended alternative school as a teenager, but none really seemed to fit my needs. There are many of us out there who suffer from anxiety and depression, and those were and still are the obstacles I face daily. Personal inner thoughts and struggles, doubts, they're sometimes the hardest things to overcome, but at some point I decided to work through those and go back to school, which is how I ended up here at Waterville Adult Ed. The negative self-talk and shame, it doesn't go away overnight, and I was a little embarrassed to be earning my high school diploma so late. At some point, though, I decided to work through those barriers and go back to school. So, when I got here, I met Shauna. To be honest, I was at the door ready to walk out, and she just made me feel welcome. She had a huge smile on her face, which made me smile. The way her approach was with me was kind and sweet, so that's really what got me to stay that day. So I'd just like to say thank you to her. And for the next few years, staff and faculty, they worked with me to manage my courses. They worked around my schedule, understood when I couldn't be here. and even welcomed me back when I took yet another break, normally known as quitting. But all of my experiences here at Waterville Adult Ed have been really great, and this school year was one of the best I've ever had. Definitely difficult with working and taking care of my dad, but everyone here again worked with me on that, understood my time schedule, and it was just really amazing, so thank you all. It takes courage to get started again, but once you're here, you get used to everyone and build a routine. It gets a lot easier. To be honest, you have to decide what's right for you. All I know is that today I've earned my high school diploma, and it is a feeling I can't even describe. Really great. So the staff and faculty here at Waterville Adult Ed program are simply amazing, patient, and kind, wonderful people. Like I said, choose the program that's right for you, and for me, it was here at Waterville Adult Ed. So in closing, I would just like to end by saying thank you everyone here who helped and encouraged me through this. So thank you.
Speaker Rosa Adamits was unable to join us this evening, but will be sharing her experience via video presentation.
Hi, mahalo. I was born in the Philippines. On May 21, I met my husband through my aunt. He was in the Navy. We were both 18 when we were married. We stayed 4 years in the Philippines. All my children were born in the Philippines. All my children were born in the Philippines. We moved to the United States in 1979. Oh, that was a long time ago. We decided to stay in Maine when my husband retired from the military. Maine became my home. We raised our family in Maine because we heard that Maine was the best place to raise family. When my son was in high school, he got hooked in a wrong crowd of people and got hooked into drugs. My husband had to clean him up. When he was clean, he signed him up in a military, Marine Corps. I always thought myself, I'd rather lose my son in a war than in a drugs. At least he will die hero, you know. 5 years later, after 9/11, he went to a war and was awarded for Purple Heart and Silver Star for bravery. Now he is my hero, and he accomplished a lot, and I accomplished a lot in adulthood. I asked all my children, do you think I'm too old to go back to school and to get my high school diploma? And this always said, Mom, you are not too old to learn, and you can do anything. All my 3 children are very supported. When I am with my 7-year-old grandson, his name is Lucas, by the way, he always asks me, Nana, what did you learn today? We work in a factory in Pittsfield, and when it closed, said they would pay for college schooling for 2 years. I didn't have a high school diploma, so that's why I went to adult ed, and I went to a literacy volunteer, and the volunteer, Doris Mateas, suggested I go to adult ed. I got a lot out of adult ed. I learned a lot, especially the teachers were so nice and so helpful. Paula, Colleen, and especially my favorite teachers, Arlene. Her name is Arlene. She was my everything. She took the time and was patient with me and understanding. She guided me and explained what I didn't understand. Everyone in adulthood were so helpful to me. I won't be here if we weren't for them. I think sometimes when immigrant came over here, they take advantage to this country. From my experience living in America, is a privilege for me. For me, there is a hope for the children, an opportunity to succeed in anything you want to become. Whatever dream you want, it's up to you. This country had given me a lot. There is a hope, opportunity to succeed in anything you want to become. Sometimes people abuse the freedom. They need to embrace the freedom. And I did embrace that. I am very lucky to have come over here. Whatever dream you want, you can achieve in this country. Everyone can get help. You can get success without help along the way. Don't ever give up your dream. Dream do come true. America is the land of dream and freedom. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, Hannah, thank you very much for your help. Everyone, thank you for everything what you guys did for me.
Thank you, Rosa. Next on our program is a guest speaker from the Waterville Adult Education Class of 1976, Nancy Herbert.
Thank you very much for that nice invitation. And I'd like to say before I even start that Bianca's speech and we did not coordinate what we were going to say. And when she started to speak, and when Tanisha started to speak earlier, I thought, wow, you'd think that there was a theme to this graduation tonight and we're all filling it out. We're doing good, right, Hannah? Okay. I would like to start by asking the audience to look into the faces of the graduates. As many as you can see. I know some are sitting in the back, but just take a moment to look in their faces. Graduates, would you please look to the left at the graduate sitting next to you and try to look in their face. Now do it to the person sitting on your right. I was going to say you can look at me because I graduated. I didn't realize how long ago until I saw it in the program tonight. But it's been a few years. You may ask yourself, why did I ask you to do this? Because now you can say that you look into the face of a real, live hero. Christopher Reeves of Superman fame once said, "A hero is an ordinary individual who finds the strength to persevere and endure in spite of overwhelming obstacles." Among these grads, as you just heard, we have a student who is not native to the United States or to the country's English language, yet she overcame these obstacles in order to earn her diploma after being laid off from a previous job. We have another student who in the beginning did not believe he had what it took to earn his diploma. He dared to dream, and he overcame his fears. He sits here this evening waiting to receive his diploma and to move on to college in the fall. Each of these graduates have overcome obstacles to be here. Each is a success story of a real hero. If these people do not meet the criteria of being a hero, then I don't know who could. Some of you may think you've reached the end of your journey. But in reality, you have only just begun. You have many places to go. The road to these places has been paved by the sacrifices you made to be here this evening, by the sacrifices you made, and by the dreams you dared to dream. Leaving a crying child, many would find that a great relief. But for a new mother, it was difficult. Rushing home from work to make dinner for your family, leaving the dishes in the sink so that you could make it to class on time, only to return home later in the evening to wash those dishes and to tuck the kids into their beds. These and so many other things that you have done to put your education high on your priority list is marking your roadmap to success. Some of you have made plans to go on and further your education, or you already have a better paying job waiting for you. Your heroism not only benefits you and those that you love, but it also benefits the community that you will serve. Your sacrifice is like a pebble thrown into the waters, and it will have a ripple effect on all of us. So thank you for that. You will make the world a better, safer, and happier place for us all. Noted psychologist Carl Rogers advocated the humanistic theory of self-development. And he said that we all have within ourselves to be all that we can be. No, he didn't steal that from the military slogan, but rather Dr. Rogers is where the Army got the idea. With graduating from high school and the efforts you have put into earning it, you have punched your own ticket to the places that you will go. So I'd like to end with a story written by another doctor, maybe one you've heard of, Dr. Seuss. The story is much too long to read in its entirety, so I'd just like to read a few short passages. All the places you will go. You will be on your way up. You will be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers. You'll soar the high heights. All the places you will go. There is fun to be done. There are points to be scored. There are games to be won. And the magical things you can do with that ball will make you the winningest winner of them all. Fame, you'll be famous, as famous can be. And the whole wide world will be watching you on TV. On and on you will hike, and I know you will hike far and face up to your problems, whatever they are. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. And you'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. Be sure when you step with care and great tact. And remember that life is a balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot with your left. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. So, be your name Haley or Grady, Preble, Curtis, or McIntyre, you're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Instead of saying, the end, I'd like to say, be well, be strong, and go to those places where your new beginnings are waiting for you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Nancy. Now, Hannah Bard, the Director of Mid-Maine Regional Adult Community Education Program, will say a few words.
Good evening. This ceremony tonight will round out my second year as Director of Mid-Maine Adult Education. I'm so honored and humbled this evening to be here tonight speaking with you and celebrating this special day with our graduates. We are so lucky to have the support that we have received from the boards of education and the administration from RSU 18 and AOS 92. I talk to directors of adult education from all around the state all the time, and not yet have I heard the kind of support that we have here at Mid-Maine Adult Education from another district. I consider myself very lucky. Even in the face of challenging budgets, they continue to support adult education and place great value on the educational achievements of the adults in our community. I would also like to thank all the instructors and staff at Mid-Maine Adult Ed and our community partners. Without you, none of this would be possible. I wanted to take an opportunity to tell you some fun and fast facts about the people we have here this evening. All of them come from different walks of life, and the staff at Mid-Maine Adult Ed is thankful that we've been given the opportunity not only to teach them new skills, but to learn from them and their experiences as well. We have a total of 32 graduates that earned their high school credential this year. Tonight, we have the 19 of the bravest up here on stage. 19 of our graduates earned their high-set credential by taking a battery of 5 content area tests and meeting a national standard. Our remaining 13 earned their high school diploma by taking traditional classes to earn the credits they required. All 32 of our graduates have attended an array of high schools previous to enrolling with us. 7 came from Waterville High School, 5 from Messalonskee High School, 5 from Winslow High School, and 10 from other high schools in the state of Maine. 5 of our graduates have attended high schools throughout the United States. Earning your high school credential is a major milestone in your life, one that 30 million American adults have yet to attain. New doors will open for you, but no one is going to pull you or push you through those doors. It is up to you to take control and walk through the threshold to new opportunities as they are presented to you. You have proven to yourself, your families, and everyone that you are capable and you can do anything that you set your mind to. You are all here today because you have chosen a unique path for earning your high school diploma, one some may consider untraditional. For many reasons, your path diverted from the traditional roadway. However, even with your detour, you arrived at your destination point. This is not the end for you, rather a hurdle that you have cleared on your way to the next great opportunity. Your past experiences have prepared you well for what lies ahead. They can never be changed, modified, diminished, or erased. It is my sincere hope that as you begin this next chapter in your life, that you reflect back on the experiences you had at Mid-Maine Adult Ed with fond memories. Know that we always welcome you back to learn and grow with us again. Congratulations to you. You deserve every moment. Now, it is time for the best part of the whole evening. And I'm going to ask Mr. Haley, the superintendent of AOS 92, and Mr. Tibertot, the assistant superintendent of AOS 92, to join me for the awarding of the credentials. Shannon Wells. Anne Gavell. Patricia McIntyre. Patience Fortier. Ashton Vanna. Naomi Rizzo.
Ms. Rizzo, congratulations.
Barry Ann DiTulio. Alexis Grady.
Alexa, congratulations.
Caitlin Ramsdow. Miles Mott.
Congratulations, Miles.
Tyler Loudermilk. Teofilio de Jesus Emilio.
Emilio, congratulations.
Bianca Curtis.
Nice speech.
Cheyenne Holt.
Good, Hope. Congratulations.
Susan McNeil.
McNeil, congratulations. Thank you. Well deserved.
Riley Phillips.
Philip, congratulations.
Elaine Ryder.
Congratulations, Emilio.
Tyler Soul.
You got an audience up there, Tyler. Congratulations.
And Tanisha Halley.
Congratulations, Tanisha. Nice job tonight.
I now present to you Mid-Maine Regional Adult Community Education's class of 2017.
Congratulations on your second.
We invite you all to join us in the cafeteria for refreshments with our graduates.
It's always a good feeling, huh?
It is a good feeling
Yeah.
that it's 7:30.